Imagine you're at your local grocery store and you want to buy a box of crackers. Well, you have multiple types of crackers like Ritz, Wheat Thins, Goldfish, and other brands. Normally, you would pick which kind you want, for me it'd be Goldfish, then take it to checkout and buy it. That way, you can eat your preferred snack while you binge your favorite Netflix series. Makes sense, right? Now imagine you go to the grocery store again to buy more crackers. But they've completely changed how you buy goods now. They have all the same brands and types of crackers, but instead of picking the ones you want, you have an unlabeled box with a random brand of crackers inside. You won't find out what you get until you reach checkout and buy the product. The odds of you getting your favorite snack are very slim, so if you really wanted a specific snack, for me it'd be Goldfish, you'd have to buy multiple mystery boxes until you get the one you want. By the time you get home to watch your favorite show, you'll have one box of crackers you actually enjoy, and multiple pointless boxes you didn't ask for. This sounds like a backwards way to sell products that consumers wouldn't fall for, but this is exactly how the AAA video game industry sells additional content and makes a ton of money. DLC, downloadable content, was the old way video games would entice players into buying more content for the games they own. These goods would either be additions to story campaigns or cosmetic items and costumes for in-game avatars. DLC was prevalent in the PS3 and Xbox 360 days, with games like Little Big Planet, Red Dead Redemption, and Gears of War 3. However, as the industry has evolved and put more focus on multiplayer experiences, development companies and publishers have replaced DLC with a new form of monetization known as loot boxes. Loot boxes are the mystery cracker boxes mentioned earlier, except instead of buying random snacks for your Netflix binge, you're buying random skins and accessories for your video game characters and weapons. DLC has always been controversial for video game consumers, as they can be overpaid or split an in-game community. But loot boxes are on a whole new level, as it forces players to gamble for additional cosmetics rather than simply buying what they want. I specifically mentioned gambling because loot boxes are under investigation by the FTC due to their addictive slot machine mechanics influencing not only adults, but children as well. You'd think that video game consumers would be angry enough to reject this monetary practice due to their shady mechanics and intrusion on game enjoyment. However, that is far from the case. A source from EA told Hayden from GameIndustry.biz that loot boxes within a AAA game makes revenue between $70 million and $200 million. So despite hating them, consumers still feel the urge to buy them. Whether this is for the content itself or because of gambling mechanics is still being discussed. But the evidence shows that loot boxes aren't going anywhere anytime soon as long as they're making tons of money. They make so much money, in fact, that games are now created for the sole purpose of selling loot boxes and monetized content over longer periods of time, giving rise to the games as a service model and extensive roadmaps for a game's life cycle. While it's good that the game industry has a ton of money flowing through its veins, it comes with nasty side effects, like less big-budget narrative games, and mass layoffs from big corporations pivoting towards these new business opportunities. Recently, it was revealed by AsYouSow.com that huge CEOs like EA's Andrew Wilson and Activision's Bobby Kotick are making tens of millions of dollars in salary, which are at least 300 times the salaries of developers they are bossing around. Yet, when a video game fails, it is everyone under the CEO who faces consequences, resulting in the closure of studios and the firing of hundreds of workers. The industry is becoming less focused on experimentation and risk-taking, and more focused on chasing whatever recent trend makes a lot of money. It's making the industry worse and worse for consumers and developers alike, yet there is no sign of these shady practices slowing down. So next time you're strolling through the grocery store, loading your shopping cart full of food, be glad you can buy what you want without seeing rows and rows full of loot boxes. Thanks for watching.